On Thursday night at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mohamed Wapi's Morocco walk into a rematch of the 2022 World Cup semifinal against Didier Deschamps' France. And France think they know exactly who they're facing. They don't. Because at this FIFA World Cup 2026 quarterfinal, the Atlas Lions already sent France a message. 3 messages actually hidden inside that 3-0 win over Canada on Saturday in Houston. The first one is a number so strange it hasn't been seen at a World Cup in 60 years. The second one is a record no national team in history has ever touched. And the third one is personal. Stick around because by the end of this video you'll understand why the most dangerous team left in this tournament isn't France, isn't Spain, and isn't Argentina, and why Thursday might be the night everyone else finds out. Start with what actually happened on Saturday, because the score is hiding the story. For the first half in Houston, Canada battered Morocco. The co-hosts pressed high, forced turnovers, and carved out the best chance of the half inside 11 minutes. Morocco barely touched the ball in dangerous areas. Any normal team weathers that kind of storm and settles for survival. Morocco won 3-0. A free kick routine just after halftime, PSG captain Hakimi pulling the ball back instead of crossing, and Ounahi sweeping it home. Then a counter-attack in the 82nd, Brahim Diaz laying it off, Ounahi again high into the net, then Rahimi in stoppage time to finish it. Clinical cold. Ruthless in a way that should worry everyone. And here's message number 1, the number that hasn't been seen in 60 years. Morocco won that game with 5 shots. That is the fewest shots by a winning team in the knockout rounds of a World Cup since records began in 1966. Their expected goals, their XG, were .85. They scored 3. Think about what that means for France. You can dominate Morocco. You can outshoot them, outpossess them, outchance them. Canada basically did. It does not matter. This team doesn't need the ball, doesn't need territory, and doesn't need 20 attempts. They need 3 moments, and they convert all 3. That's the single scariest profile an opponent can have, because it means being the better team on the night is not enough to beat them. Message number 2. Morocco are not on a run. They are a machine, and the machine has never been seen before. That win in Houston stretched the Atlas Lions' unbeaten streak to 34 matches. 34. That is a world record for national teams, not an African record, a world record. Nobody, not prime Brazil, not the great Spain side, not France with 2 golden generations has ever gone this long without losing. And it made history twice over because Morocco just became the first African nation ever, representing the entire Confederation of African Football, to reach back-to-back World Cup quarterfinals. In 2022, everyone called them a fairy tale. Fairy tales don't repeat. Systems repeat. This is a team that knocked out the Netherlands on penalties 2 weeks ago, that hasn't blinked in 34 games, and that treats giants exactly the way it treats minnows. And behind the scenes, that system was built under Walid Regragui and has been maintained and sharpened by Mohamed Wapi, continuity that shows in every single result. France aren't preparing for a plucky underdog on Thursday. They're preparing for the most consistent team on planet Earth. And now message number 3, the personal one. Thursday is not just a quarterfinal, it's a rerun. In December 2022, in the semifinal in Qatar, Deschamps' France ended the greatest story African football had ever written. 2-0. Morocco had beaten Spain and Portugal to get there, first African team ever in a World Cup semifinal, and France closed the door in their face. Most of this Morocco squad was on that pitch. Hakimi was there. Nausser Mazraoui was there marshalling the right side. Sofiane Amrabat was there dominating the midfield, and Bounou was there in goal. They have lived with that night for 4 years, and now the same opponent is standing between them and going one step further than 2022. You could not script a colder dish of revenge. And here's the part France fans don't want to hear. This time France looked mortal. On Saturday in Philadelphia in 100-degree heat, the mighty France needed a Real Madrid's Mbappé penalty to scrape past Paraguay 1-0, with their keeper watching 2 late Mbappé efforts get clawed away to keep it that close. Tchouaméni, the anchor of their midfield, missed the game injured and is a doubt for Thursday. And looming over all of it is this. Deschamps has confirmed this is his final World Cup as France coach. The pressure on him to go out as a winner is enormous, and pressure, as Morocco know better than anyone, creates mistakes. This is still a monster of a squad, still the team that flattened Sweden, still Mbappé chasing the golden boot. But the aura of the group stage is gone. Paraguay found the cracks. The Atlas Lions, a team built specifically to punish cracks, watched every minute of it. Now the honest part, because this channel doesn't do fairy dust. France are favorites, and they should be. The talent talent gap is real. Mbappé is the most dangerous player left in this FIFA World Cup 2026. And in 2022, Morocco threw everything at France and still lost. Morocco also picked up a real blow on Saturday, losing midfielder Sabari to an early injury, and their entire method leaves zero margin for error. When you only take 5 shots, one defensive mistake can end your World Cup. But here's my verdict, and I'm saying it before Thursday, so it's on the record. This is the wrong France at the wrong moment against the wrong opponent. A team that struggles to kill games is about to face the one side in the world that punishes exactly that, a side with a 4-year-old score to settle, 34 games of proof that they do not break, and a coach in Mohamed Wabai who has kept this machine running without missing a beat. I think Morocco win on Thursday. Penalties are 1-0. I think the revenge lands and the world record run rolls into a semifinal. If I'm wrong, France will have earned it the hard way. But if I'm right, remember where you heard it first, because after Thursday, nobody will be calling Morocco a fairy tale ever again. So pick your side right now. France fans, tell me in the comments why Deschamps' side have nothing to fear. Morocco believers, tell me the scoreline. I've made my call. Thursday night at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, we find out who was listening, because the Atlas Lions already told France what's coming. The only question left is whether France heard it.